My name is Ashton. I am a preschool speech therapist in North Carolina in the school system. I work with kiddos from ages 3 to 5. I am a mom to 4 kiddos. They all have different needs. My 3-year-old son, he was born in April of 22, and throughout the whole pregnancy, he was perfect. I went into labor early, and when he came out and they cut the cord, he turned blue immediately. I was told he had a congenital diaphragmatic hernia, which means he had a hole in the right side of his diaphragm. So they ended up putting him on ECMO, which is the heart and lungs machine. He got moved up to the NICU, and over the next month, he was heavily sedated and intubated. He wasn't able to get those early developmental language milestones from us. With that being said, once we got him home and we started noticing, he was delayed in a lot of areas. He had his different ways of telling us kind of what he would want or what he would need or what he didn't like, but there was no clear, I want this, I need that. And so last November, our doctor really wanted us to go and get tested for autism. When we went to the clinic, there was a speech therapist that actually, evaluated him with the team. And she, we asked, do you think AAC is something he needs right now? And she goes, no, he doesn't have a pointer touch. I don't really want to keep prolonging not getting him something to help him communicate. She was very adamant that we just needed to give it more time. I didn't know much about AAC at the time. So I just went along with it. And then in December of last year, one of your representatives met with our speech team for our county. It just dawned on me, my son needs this. And so I met with her privately through webinar, and she was like, you can do this for your son. You're a speech therapist, you're a parent. It doesn't hurt to try. And I was like, of course it doesn't hurt to try, let's do it. But he started over time, he would put more eye contact to the device. Instead of a 3-finger touch, it became a 2-finger touch. And now he can do a 1-finger touch with a little bit of assistance and reminders. And so it made me really realize that even though that speech therapist had told us he can't do it right now, he doesn't know how. Well, he doesn't know how because he's not had the opportunity to learn. He's not had the device with him and able to learn. We really need to advocate for these kids that they can't learn something until we've shown them.